Hello everyone. As you can tell by the title of the video, um, man, I don't even. This is gonna be the hardest video I've ever had to make. Um, so 10 days ago, on November 5th, which was election day, my dad had a heart attack, and he passed away. So, I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know, why I haven't uploaded anything for a while, and I may not upload for another while. Right now, my family and I are trying to just get, everything in order right now. It's been a lot, obviously. So I figured I'd, share with you guys a little bit about what happened. If you've been a long-time viewer of mine, you know I'm a very private person by nature. I don't really talk about my family that often on the channel. I just pretty much just stick to the content I create, and that's it. I feel like my family in general is very private. We're very private people, and I think I at least owe it to my viewers to just let you guys know what's going on with me right now, and just to also relay the message of you never know what could happen one day. Just always appreciate your loved ones and let them know that they're loved. So 10 days ago, on November 5th, which was a Tuesday, I believe, it was election day, like I mentioned. It was a totally normal day. I actually had work that night, and I work evenings. I work from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So I was at work when this happened. So I live with my sister, my mom, and my dad. And I went to go vote that morning. I saw him that morning. Everything was totally fine. Everything was normal. My dad actually voted early, so he didn't vote that day. But like I said, I saw him. Everything was normal. I went to vote, whatever. I left for work a little after 2 o'clock. It's a little bit of a drive, so, I just said my usual, see you later, whatever. And that was the last time I saw him, So around 5:30, my dad goes to pick my sister up from her job. She doesn't drive, so he went to go pick her up. And we have a Ring doorbell camera, so we have the footage of this. He went to go pick her up and came home, like I said, around 5:30, I want to say. And again, everything's totally normal. He looks fine. He looks, it's just a regular day. So around 8:30 is when the heart attack happened. My mom was out shopping, and I was at work, like I said. My dad was on the couch in the living room watching TV, which is, what he does every day pretty much. He we always joke that he's glued to that couch. So my sister hears from another room, he makes some noises, like some groaning noises, and she thought he'd hurt his back or something, pulled his back, whatever. And she goes to check on him, not too much soon after. And she found him. So in a panic, she calls my mom. My mom was on her way home from the store already. My mom gets home. They call 911. 911 gets there very fast. I want to say within 5 minutes or something like that. But when my sister found him, he was already... So the paramedics, they try doing stuff, and I don't know the full details of what I wasn't there. I've asked my mom and my sister, but it's kind of a blur for them, and I'd rather not don't want to bring it up again. I know it's hard for them because they had to experience it firsthand. So they put him in the ambulance. My mom rides in the ambulance. They go to the hospital. One of the cops that was there drove my dad's car with my sister to the hospital. So I'm at work, and around, I want to say 9:15, 9:30, somewhere in there, I get a phone call from my mom. And all day at work, me and my coworkers were just following the election. We're trying to see who's winning and what might happen and whatnot, because that's what's going on that day. And I see my mom's calling me, and my mom never calls me when I'm at work. So immediately I'm just like, what? Okay, that's a little weird. My first very fleeting thought was like, okay, maybe she's calling me about the election. Maybe she's calling to, joke about what's going on with the election, because Trump was in the lead, for most of the night. And I answer the phone, and I'm just kind of like, yes, like sarcastic, not knowing obviously what the phone call was about. And my mom, she can barely get a word out. And I'm immediately just taken aback. I'm like, what's going on? Is my sister okay? I'm immediately thinking it's my sister for whatever reason, and she's just trying, she can't get the words out. You can tell she's very broken. And she's telling me Dad had an accident. He's at the hospital right now. So my mom knew the full extent of what happened to him, but she didn't tell me, which I think was a good thing, because I probably would have lost it, at my job. If she had told me that, I probably wouldn't have been able to even function driving my car to the hospital or whatever. So all I know is my dad had an emergency. I can't remember if she said it was a heart attack or whatever. It's kind of a blur, like I said. So immediately I let the appropriate people know at my job, like, hey, I have to leave. My dad had an emergency. I have to go. So they let me go. And I drive to the hospital. I want to say I get there around 10 o'clock. And I walk in. There's a security guard. He's got to take my name. He's got to let me know who I'm here to see. He's got to call to make sure this person can have visitors. So I'm sitting there waiting for a couple minutes. And again, I don't really know what happened, the full extent of what's happening. I'm assuming it's a heart attack, which it was. I just didn't know it was fatal. So I'm waiting a few minutes. The security guard finally gets the clearance for me to come in. So he walks me down the corridor trying to find which room that my dad's in. And I'm looking at each room as we pass by. They have like kind of these sliding glass windows that are, you can kind of see through them. And I notice one, it's like 4 or 5 rooms down, I want to say. And I see my mom. She's kneeling against the bed that my dad's on. And I said, oh, there's my mom right there. So the guy lets me in. And I walk in the room, and my dad's lying on the bed. My mom's, on her knees, kneeling against, or she's sitting down on a chair that's right up to the bed. She's, kneeling down on it. And I'm looking around. I'm looking for, he's not hooked up to anything. So I'm looking for one of those machines that shows his pulse, I don't know what it's called. I'm looking around. I don't see anything. And this all happens within seconds, obviously. And I asked my mom, I'm like, what's going on? What happened? And she says he had a heart attack. And I said, well, does he have a pulse? Like, what's going on? And she tells me, no, he died. So, immediately, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, My sister was in the bathroom, so she wasn't there as soon, when I got there, but she eventually comes in and, we're all breaking down, and eventually they start telling me what happened, the full story. She found him. He was already gone pretty much when she found him. It must have happened, pretty quick. My aunt and my uncle on my dad's side, we They used to go to all our birthday parties and everything. We're very close to them, and they come. My mom had called them. They eventually show up. Nothing can prepare you for something like this, because, like I said, it was totally unexpected. It was a normal day. My dad wasn't sick or anything like that. He wasn't dealing with any problems leading up to this. As far as what caused it, my dad was he wasn't a super active person. I would say he was pretty sedentary. He would, mostly stay at home, and he'd be on the couch a lot watching TV, whatever. He did go out from time to time. My dad was a big photographer. He loved taking photos of birds in particular. He would go out and do some photo shoots or whatever. He wouldn't do it every day, but, it was a hobby of his. And he didn't really have the greatest diet either. He wasn't, he wasn't a slob or anything like that. He wasn't super overweight, really. He wasn't in shape, but we did find out from my aunt that their side of the family has sort of this this heart condition, this pre-existing condition that possibly could have contributed to it. It's called crystallitis or something like that. So yeah, like I said, it was the most unexpected thing. So we say our goodbyes, and they take my dad from the hospital to the funeral home. And we meet up with the funeral home the next day or two, and we set up, the service and everything that we want to have. And, we decided we're going to cremate my dad, put him in an urn and keep him at home. So we ended up having the service on Monday, the 11th, and it was a good turnout. A lot of people from his job came, old coworkers. My dad had retired, actually, last October, so just over a year of retirement. He worked for 32 years in his job, and, he couldn't even enjoy retirement. He was only 62 years old, which, is not even... That's not even old, So, and his birthday is in December, so he was almost 63, actually. So we have the service on Monday, the 11th, and it was a good turnout. Like I said, my best friend showed up, family showed up, friends, coworkers all showed up for my dad, and it was a good turnout. Like I said, it was very emotional. Yeah, so I'm just glad a lot of people came, Anyway, so right now, me and my family, we still haven't received the urn yet. We're still waiting on that. Or any death certificates, we're still waiting on those as well. But we got the bills taken care of. The house we live in is paid off, so that's a good thing. We figured out on my dad's computer, he was very organized. He kept all his passwords and everything on a list, and we have pretty much access to everything. Money's not an issue either at the moment, which is good. Him and my mom had a shared joint account with a lot of money saved in it. So we have all the bills taken care of. Water, electric, we pretty much have everything taken care of. Phone bill, internet bill, everything. Just right now we're waiting on the death certificates to fully transfer all the bank accounts and my dad's pension and everything to my mom. So I'm still in the middle of this. I'm taking time off from work, Work has been very, very, very helpful during this whole situation, being very lenient with me. and always checking on me. They're calling me, checking on me, making sure I'm okay. This whole thing has felt like a long nightmare, you know. If I sit and think about it too long, it's just going to drive me crazy. You know, me and my family right now, we're just trying to keep ourselves busy to distract from it. So, like I said, I want you guys, please, just you know, hold your loved ones close. You never know what could happen. Take care of yourself physically, you know. I know a lot of, especially in America, a lot of the foods we eat are bad, and a lot of people don't exercise or whatever. Just try to take care of yourselves. Just try to take care of yourselves, and, you know, just take care of your loved ones. So I'm going to end this video. I want you guys to please, you know, bear with me. I don't know how, like I said, how long I might be off YouTube or whatever, but I just needed to put this video out to let you guys know what happened. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being viewers of mine. I appreciate you all. And just respect my privacy at this time, please. You know, we're going through a lot right now. And I just want to say, you know, my dad, he was the best dad. He never treated us bad. He always took care of us. He always, you know, he always did the most for us. I have no complaints whatsoever with how he raised me and my sister. So, he's definitely somebody that, you know, you'd want to strive to be like. And one day, if I ever have children, you know, I'll try my best to be just like him. You know, it's just it's gonna be hard. You know, I've seen this guy almost every single day of my life, and so. Alright, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you. Take care, and please, again, just bear with me. So, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Take care.